Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel MEP and Fire Safety Engineers. Please like, share, comments and subscribe. Today we are going to discuss the HVAC systems. We'll go through the basics of the HVAC system. HVAC stands for the heating, ventilation and air conditioning. HVAC is the technology of indoor and vehicular environmental comfort. Its goal is to provide the thermal comfort and acceptable indoor air quality. The applications of the HVAC systems are residential building, single family homes, apartment buildings, hotels, senior living facilities, industrial and office buildings, hospitals, malls, supermarkets, and vehicles such as car, train, aeroplane, ship, submarines. First is heating, where the climate makes the human discomfort and the temperature goes down, there the requirement of the heating comes. Heaters are the appliances whose purpose is to generate the heat for the building. Such a system contains a boiler, furnace or heat pump to heat water, steam or air in the center location, such as furnace in a home or a mechanical room in a large building. The heat can be transferred by convection, conduction or radiation. In case of heated water or steam, piping is used to transport the heat to the room. Warm air system distribute the heated air through the ductwork system of supply and return air through the metal or fiberglass ducts. Second is a ventilation. Ventilation is a process of changing or replacing air in any space of control temperature or remove any combination of moisture, odor, smoke, heat, dust, airborne bacteria or carbon dioxide. Ventilation includes both exchange of air with the outside as well as the circulation of air within the building. It is one of the most important factors for maintaining acceptable indoor air quality in the building. There are basically two methods of ventilation. One is a mechanical or forced ventilation. Is provided by an air handler AHU and used to control the indoor air quality. Second one is natural ventilation. Is the ventilation of building with outside air without using fan or other mechanical systems. It can be via operable windows, lowers. Third one is air conditioning. An air conditioning system or the standalone air conditioner provides the cooling and humidity control for all the part of the building. Air conditioning and refrigeration are provided through the removal of heat. Heat can be removed through radiation, convection or conduction. There are types of the ACs: central AC, split AC, window AC and portable AC unit. Before going to study the air conditioning system, we need to have a look on the refrigeration cycle, which is the basic principle of refrigeration air conditioning system. So in that there are main four components are there. It's compressor, condenser, expansion device and evaporator. Compressor is the heart of the system. Compressor has two functions. One that makes refrigerant to flow into the closed loop system. The refrigeration cycle is a closed loop system. So you can see this is a closed loop is there. This is a compressor, the condenser, expansion devices, evaporator. The compressor makes refrigerant to flow in the system and also it increases the pressure and that makes the pressure difference in the refrigeration system. If you see that whatever the refrigerant coming from this side, that will compress and the pressure of the refrigerant will increase as well as the temperature of refrigerant will increase. But while compressing the refrigerant, whatever the heat is there in the refrigerant molecules, that will get separated, and when it will go to the condenser tube, the condenser coils will be there, and from that we will use air blower or water to uh, convey convey that heat from the refrigerant to the atmosphere. Now when it's come to the refrigerant comes to the condenser, then that air or water conveys heat, and again the temperature of the refrigerant get down, but still the pressure is high. So due to the high pressure, the next is coming that here if you see, the condenser will reject the heat into the atmosphere from the refrigerant. Now when it's come to the expansion device, expansion device may be, that will be expansion wall or capillary tube. It's a basic principle. There will be the basic principle that the refrigerant will be going through the small capillary tube or the small orifice, and will be going into the larger size of the tube, so that it will be expand, and there will be pressure difference. This side will be high pressure and this side will be low pressure due to the expansion. Also due to the expansion, the refrigerant has a property that while expanding it will lose the heat as well, and the temperature will also go down. So now if you see, after the condenser, you will get a liquid refrigerant. When it will expand, then again you will get a liquid refrigerant only. So now the evaporator part. In the evaporator, the refrigerant will absorb the heat from the room temperature, or whatever the application we are going to use. From that environment, the heat will be absorbed by refrigerant. So again here the refrigerant will convert from liquid to the vapor form. So again vapor liquid will go to the compressor. So this is the low pressure vapor liquid, will go to the inlet of the compressor, and again it will be compressed to the high pressure, high temperature. So this complete cycle is called as refrigeration cycle. So this is a very simple cycle and basic cycle which is used in the air conditioning system. This, if you see, the different type of air conditioning systems are there, but the basic principle of the systems is the refrigeration cycle. So please understand this cycle. Very simple and easy cycle is this. So hope guys you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel to get a notification of latest videos. So we will come with a new videos with the air conditioning system. We'll see the split AC working and construction in the upcoming videos. So meanwhile, goodbye. Thank you.